right. Okay, how's that looking? Is the volume on? Okay, how's that looking? It is. Good stuff. All right, how's everybody doing? We're going to start things off with a bit of glare, although I don't know how much of it'll show up because it's actually quite bright in here already. Let's hope this works. It does. That's good because I dropped it on my toe like 5 minutes ago. Let go. Oh, you know what? The one thing I might need is some paper to draw this onto. That could be helpful. Probably should have had that from the start, but didn't, so hey. We got a strong start going on here. Yeah. Let's hope we don't get super digital problems like we had before. Come on. Good enough, I suppose. Oh man, how much of this am I actually going to be able to see? That's a good question. A fair bit. Oh, good. The sun's actually going behind the cloud for a second. That's actually helpful. It's a little gratifying that the theory I had about the red pencils actually worked out. Which is that it'd be easy from like regular pencils using light box. Hey, Brain, how you doing, buddy? It could be a quiet stream. I mean, we've wondered that before, and then sometimes it gets busy, and then sometimes the opposite. So, we'll just take it as it comes. Okay, is that everything? Kind of. So that's the basics we'll work off of. Go now. That'd be awesome. Thank you. Fuck, I'm already starting to sweat too. It's not even that warm today. A moment ago, I had 31 watchers. Really? Shit, I didn't notice that part. Is this on? I think it is. Man, are we gonna get all Transformers songs on this? That'd be all right. I have the phone tilted a bit too much to be able to tell what the watcher number is. It can generally bode well though, so that's nice. So this is another commission. This is the last one I have to catch up on for the Kickstarter. And then I have another guy waiting in the wings who wanted me to start something else, so that'll be fun if we can get to that at some point. One of these days I'm gonna have to get back to the comic, but I don't think it's gonna be super soon. Hey, people paid for the shit. That's the shit I gotta focus on for sure, I think. This is somebody's original character. It's like a steampunk robot kind of guy from the Old West. I believe he uses it in like LARPing sessions or something like that. If he has a name, I don't think I've heard it. So I've got a fair amount of reference stuff that the guy sent over. So we're just kind of going off of that. Let's see here. These things need to be a little bit shorter. You have to look up all sorts of steampunk textures, I think. If my mouse can work, there we go. Hey, Harabichi. Hey, Frog. How's it going? Probably don't want to rip too much of this guy's shirt. I mean, I don't know. Hopefully it'll look awesome when we'll see. We want to show off the skeletal kind of limbs and all that shit. Cecil Robots, is that his name? I'm okay with that. So I think probably the outline is the way to go to start, and then working a little bit of shading. Just trying to go with a backlighting thing, but I don't want to obscure too much of the detail. That's an 03. That's no good. What the fuck? Where's an 02? There we go. It's the cover of My Sharona? Guess not, eh? I'll get him a little bit closer. Were we listening to Scorpions? I don't think so. I think this was. Oh, that was Wigwam. There's a lot of Wigwam on this list now. They're the guys who did the theme for the fucking what's his name? The John Cena superhero show. The first season, anyway. No, 903 still. What is the name of that fucking show? I can't remember what the character's name is. I don't think that's it. Not the Patriot. It's not Super Patriot either. I gotta check it out. Oh, for Christ's sake. Good luck finding it on his Wikipedia. Peacemaker. Okay, there we go. But no, I remember. I was like watching the first season of that show was pretty good. The second one, they went too hard at characterization, and it got boring. But I was impressed with the amount of hair metal on that show. Seemed like somebody involved in that thing had some legit preferences. You can have it with characterization, but like that was like the focus of the first half of the season. It's like, fuck, dude, like you got to give me some fun shit in between, or I'm just gonna lose interest. And I did. Excuse me. There's a lot of which hair metal or characterization. I guess both, really. But I was, so that's kind of the basis of this playlist was just, working off of the soundtrack to that show. Oh yeah, if there's one thing Rob loves, it's characterization. The downside is he thinks badass is a character trait, is the most important character trait. I was good on the last, on yesterday actually, when put out my video and Rob put out, Rob Norton put out on a similar Liefeld video at the same time. It's like that kind of thing was bound to happen. We have almost identical demographics, I think. I think Liefeld haters probably makes up a good percentage of it. Yeah, I think at first it was like, hey, I'm not just the Liefeld hates, and I'm not, but it'd be kind of stupid to just not recognize that tends to get a fair bit of attention. It's not 3, right? Yeah, come on. Okay. But I'm probably in danger of eventually burning myself out on Liefeld again. That did happen before, where I just did, way too much Liefeld content, and it's like, okay, you know what? I'm sick of this now. I don't know though. The last few ones have been pretty fun. Oh man, this is gonna be done with microns. This is gonna make my fingers sore within the hour. No problem, Brain. I appreciate anybody just hanging out. Hey Monty, how you doing, buddy? I know today's gonna be a tough one for that, so. When the air sucks like this, what does the air suck like? Bad air quality, I take it. All right. A lot of dust and smoke. All right. That sucks. Sorry to hear that. Air quality is poor. Welcome to the future, you know? Let's do like that, sure. So what I'm working on today is it's a commission. This is the last of the commissions for the Kickstarter, which is appropriate because the issues are being printed now, so those are going to be underway soon. And I'm like, yay, I'm just about done. Well, you know, it's like I got to get PDFs together. That would also be helpful. Is there a song called Robot Man by the Scorpions? Shit. Is it one of their good ones or is it one of their ballads? I don't need a Scorpions ballad called Robot Man, I don't think. Okay, let's hear the Scorpions song. Okay, it's no one like you, you know? So we're gonna have to color in some, like shade in some shadow on this too. Don't forget that. It is interesting hearing early Scorpions before they found out about power chords. Am I copying Liefeld's copy of a Terminator? Well, I mean, that's I'm aspiring to it, but I'm not even going to hope to get there, right? Come on, like, how little were you expecting to see Terminator on the page turn there, right? So I guess it kind of did its job in that you turn that page. Oh, what? It does almost. I mean, maybe one day I will check that out. What comes next? Not a guarantee by any means, but I would like to hit issue 2 of that at some point. Just be like, okay, where were you going with the Terminators, Rob? Why is the Terminators in your book, Rob? You trying to get sued again? Like that does stand out a little bit. Like he just came off a lawsuit, and another threat of a lawsuit with Simon. And it's like let's throw out some lawsuit bait now. Because I'm just gonna full on use somebody else's character without a license to do so. And I mean, like, it's not even like those were the pages that he had for the next issue of Captain America, because Marvel never would have gone for that shit. See, the thing is, like, he didn't hype it at all. Like it's not like it's notorious for having Terminator in it. It's notorious for all the stupid shit he pulled trying to get the character and trying to start the book. So there's like no benefit to throwing in Terminator. Other than just like I'm too lazy to look up a proper design to come up with something. It doesn't even have to be a proper design, just like make it original-ish. And you don't have an issue. And it's like, no, I don't feel like doing that today. I feel like having issues. I feel like if I don't have issues, there's going to be problems. I wonder how much of it was just like, I'm Rob Liefeld and I caused controversy. So this will be my newest controversy. And then just nobody found out about it because nobody bought that fucking issue. He could have put in RoboCop. Maybe. I mean, I don't know that anybody would have noticed because nobody got that far into the comic. There's all sorts of like laughable shit about Liefeld comics. It's like nobody ever got to that page because I've never seen it cited before except in Rob Norton's video. It does kind of validate my whole approach of just going through like every fucking page in way too much detail. Monty would have put in RoboCop, but he would have put in the remake version. And nobody would have noticed because it's a much more like generic version of RoboCop. Like much more generic design. Of course. Or spotted the circle heads. I think it was that issue. I did watch the issue before, and the ones that have the potential to go kind of big, I want to make sure like I don't just repeat what Rob's saying, even if it's inadvertent. So I do check out his videos occasionally to on like before I do the recording. And, I mean, sometimes he's got information I don't have too. Uh-huh. Yeah, didn't you already? Yeah, I think I've gotten that a few times. Did you already cover that one? It's like, nope. Maybe you're thinking of that other guy who does the exact same channel. Hey, Saboteur, how you doing, buddy? Hey, Rob, how you doing, buddy? We were just saying how often, like, somebody will be like, whoa, talking crap about you, my rival? Never, man. No, you're saying like how often you get like, didn't you already do this comic? And it's like, no, it's the other guy did it does the exact same channel as me, I think you're thinking of. Doesn't help when we both put out Liefeld videos on the same day, you know? It's like we're just confusing the issue at that point. AJ, how's it going? And that's what happens when you come to this channel, because I mean, naturally, like Rob Norton just bites my style all the time, right? This is the Nemesis channel. So, shots must be fired. Yeah, doing all right, man, you know. There we go. Yeah, that'll work. Interesting rendering. That's interesting. We're like I said, I'm trying to do a backlighting thing, but also trying not to obscure too much detail. So it's going to be an interesting little exercise. If it doesn't work, I suppose I can always just start from the beginning. It's not, I have the original pose to work from. Let's see here. I mean, you know, it's an interesting look so far. I don't think the guy will be disappointed with it. At least that's the way it's going. I'm shooting myself in the foot a little bit by just insisting on doing these things on Sundays, which is when all of the I can't show up for a stream guy like stuff is happening. That's okay. I set the schedule and I can't possibly change it now because that would mean just like miles of red tape. Can't deal with it. Oh, this is a commission. This is a guy's original character. I believe for like LARPing sessions, something like that. It's a like steampunk, um, old west style android. So, fair warning for people looking to get into commissions. you're You're like, yeah, no, people are just going to ask me to draw this stuff I'm good at drawing. Nope. No, they're not. It is a commission from the Kickstarter. This is the last one. How many did I get? 4 or 5? A bit more than I expected anyway. But like that was kind of what put it over the top, I think. You got to remember the Kickstarter campaigns don't generally succeed off of like sheer numbers, because I mean you can probably count on getting 100, maybe like with you with your base, you might be able to get like 200 or 300. I don't know, but if we're just talking about like a per unit kind of cost, it generally that's not what's going to do it. It's big ticket items. So like I had, like if you remember my Kickstarter, we had commissions, I had original art, I had covers, and I mean like most of the big ticket items went, which I was kind of shocked at, and most of them went to Sheldon. A couple did anyway. It was like, dude, definitely get Sheldon on your side. That's one piece of advice for me. Don't know how I managed that, but somehow I did. I probably saved my fucking Kickstarter. I was a little surprised. I think more people didn't get down on original pages. Like there was as many people got original pages as they did commission. So it's like, okay, sure. Means I get to keep most of them, I guess. That's cool. I'm curious what I'm not sure what I'm gonna do for issue 2, because all those pages have lettering all over them. Because that's what I thought I was doing in that issue. And it's like, well, I don't think I can offer those as like not the same price as like, you know, some kind of incentive thing or whatever, but maybe for $5 each or something, like take it down a bit. If that. I mean, maybe if you take it down a bit, more people get in on it. I don't know if some people will be like, hey, cool, I actually get the dialogue on the page. I would think not. Because it's not as it appears in the comic. But you never know. I don't know. Did I just digitally letter or hand letter? I'm still figuring out what to do with that. I think I'm gonna have to, yeah, like Photoshop out the lettering. Yeah, I haven't done it yet because I'm still finishing up the first issue Kickstarter. It's taken me a while because this is the first time I'm doing all of it, right? Like this is the first time I did the campaign. This is the first time I'm doing the printing. This is the first time like any kind of aspect of it. I'm figuring shit out, and of course I had all sorts of fucking issues come up that derailed everything. But that's what I'm planning is going through and erasing everything like in Photoshop, which is going to take some time. You know, not too much. You can just white out everything but the bubbles, and then drop in the dialogue in there, I suppose. I mean, I could do that. The other option, of course, is to just lightbox every page and redraw it. Could do that too. That's always like my brain is always going, you know, you could just redo it. It probably wouldn't take that long. You wouldn't have to figure anything out. You have it, and I mean, you know, it would look better. There would be the drop in quality, in art quality from issue 2 to issue 3, so that would always be the problem, right? That does seem about right. Hey, Sheldon, how's it going, man? I mean, you know, like kids and grandkids squatting in my house for 2 months was not on my bingo card, but you know, I should have expected something, I suppose. But hey, next time I will be better prepared for an invasion of kids and grandkids. I know that specifically, nothing else. So everything will be fine. That's the plan. I mean, like 20 years ought to do it, maybe, because like, they'll grow up with the knowledge that you can do that. I don't know if you guys remember what trying to make comics was like when we were kids. It's like, yeah, good luck, kid. Go down to fucking Business Depot, stand around for 2 hours photocopying pages. That's how you make comics. Now it's a little bit easier, just a smidge. So yeah, I expect them to do it in their 20s. At which point, yes, I will crash at their door. The problem is I will be helpful. So it's not complete revenge. I mean, you know, I'm gonna think I'm helpful. Oh, maybe it will be revenge after all. Or more kids to help you make comics. Yeah, exactly. That's how I build the what's the word I'm looking for? The franchise, I suppose. I'm not sure how much these things actually look like old timey, like arm ties, or do they look like Ultimate Warrior tassels? I'm not for sure. Is there a difference? Is that where the Ultimate Warrior gets it from? We're uncovering things here. When I will be shipping the comic. Well, the order's in. I think theoretically it should be a couple of weeks to get here. I actually fucked it up because my formatting was off. Didn't realize it. Didn't see the notification for like a couple of weeks. Thought I had, like I was notified. I was observing everything that was coming in, but missed it somehow. So spent like a week or so having to figure out what the right size was and reformat everything, and so just got that in. So if I get them in a couple of weeks, I should be able to start shipping them out. Hopefully soon after that. I'm gonna have to get some supplies for that. So mailers for one thing, which apparently like they don't do Gemini mailers right now. It seems everybody is sold out, including Gemini, from what I can tell. So I'm gonna have to make do with whatever I can find. And I'm going to do it, a little bit carefully. But hopefully soon. Taking everything slow so I don't fuck things up more than is necessary. Every mailer comic box I get in the mail to reuse when the time comes. Yep. Funny thing is, like physical copies, I don't think I have too many to send out. Like it'd be like 40 or so, maybe, out of 100 backers. A lot of people got the PDFs, so I mean, like once I should be able to compile the PDFs at least in a couple of days now. Once I have those together, that'll get rid of like 60% of, like that'll complete 60% of the Kickstarter at least. So that'll be nice. I'll feel like I'll have done something then. Yeah, well, I mean, people who ordered physical copies, that's the thing, right? Because like a few people got like 4, the get every cover thing. But I can send 4 of those in the same order. But yeah, I mean, you'd think it would be a matter of, well, everybody orders a physical copy. Like a couple hundred people ordering physical copies, and I just mail out the physical copies. It's like, well, not really. A lot of people just kind of want to read the PDF version, and then that gets balanced out by dudes who want all the extra shit. It's yeah, no, it's an interesting process. And I mean, I'm going to be helped out by the fact that my mom and my brother live in the same city, so I can send like 8 copies in one go there, in one box. That'll be helpful as well, because they both got in on that. It's a shame they don't all live in Toronto then, too, because then I could also send stuff, send my buddy Jay's stuff there as well. That'll have to go separately. Oh well. Ah, thank you. All right. Forgot to rinse off my brush before I started, so that'll be fun. All right. Now I get to wait for that to dry before I can do any more with it. That's good stuff. Let's see here. That's coming along interestingly. Okay. Interesting. Last one I looked at for tomorrow's video was Adam Hughes on Wildcats X-Men: The Silver Age. I feel like his weird spiky blocky penumbras are kind of in my head a little bit. I don't think that's the worst thing. Not 902, definitely. The X-Men Wildcats thing, the modern age. You know, the fun one of the miniseries. I don't know how the Dark Age is. I don't imagine, like, I'm thinking like 97 Warren Ellis. It's like, he wasn't too focused on having fun at that point. He was focused on like being, you know, like sending important messages and shit a lot of the time, and setting his characters up for one-liners very obviously. Oh fuck, that's a problem. Okay, well that's gonna need some whiteout. Didn't even realize I dipped my finger in there. Dark Age is okay. Yeah, I see like some of the, you know, I've seen the cover for that and all that, and it looks pretty interesting, honestly. I'm not a huge fan of what he was doing on Wildcats from what I saw, but yeah, you know, that's okay. I'll figure that out. I might be able to work it because there's like smoke in the background here. I might even be able to work it in a bit. Probably my favorite thing he's ever done. Did you see? I assume you saw his Gen 13 Ordinary Heroes miniseries, because that was impressive, and that was one um, where he wrote it as well. Yeah, you did. Yeah, and that did that. Yeah, absolutely. I had to check on your page there. I thought that was a bit more impressive because he wrote it, he was able to kind of like you think he used it to make things easier, and he really didn't. He used it as like a showcase. It's just like, okay, I'm gonna write myself all sorts of difficult to draw and make it look awesome, and then he fucking did that. The modern age thing, like I definitely like it. I definitely like it the best out of those three, the 4 issues, the 3 that I read anyway. Ordinary Heroes, what made you finally appreciate his work? Really? It took that long? That's a surprise, man. I remember, I think the first thing where I was like, oh, was probably like a spread in Wizard where he did all sorts of women in like robes and shit, like white robes. I don't remember exactly what the deal was because I haven't seen it in like 30 years, but. And then ever since then, it's just kind of been reinforcing it for me. Like, and just like learning to appreciate exactly what he's doing. Well, not exactly, because if I knew exactly what he was doing, I'd be able to talk about it a bit more coherently. But first it's like, oh shit, he draws hot ladies, and it's like, wow, he draws them very well. And then you start going, okay, what is he doing that's different? Because it's very different. And then you start noticing his thing with like, is it Art Deco or Art Nouveau? I don't even know. Okay. Because even when he was doing the backups in Savage Dragon, I think that was the first time I ever saw him. And it was weird, but it's like there's something interesting going on here. I don't know what it is. It wasn't enough that I wanted to see a whole book in that style or anything, but it was like, what is this? Why does this look so different? Yeah, well, I mean, like I said, there's going to be some smoke here at some point, so I'm going to see how much of this I can work in. Just because something bad happened doesn't mean it's got to make things. Well, just because a mistake happened doesn't mean it's got to be a problem, right? I haven't watched any Bob Ross, but I get the gist that seems to be his message. Well, I mean, like, he was very young on Dragon, right? That would have been like 93, I think. Maybe 94? I never saw his Gen 13 stuff, apart from the Ordinary Heroes. I don't know if he did anything else. But, like... Yeah. There we go. So at that time, he would have been like 25, 26, you know, and you think about the kind of work he was doing at that time. It wasn't superhero stuff, but he was already very heavily into his light and shadow work and into line work, right? Because there's some very deliberate line work in those early Dragon things. From what I remember, anyway. Like I said, I haven't seen him in for fucking ever, but. Oh, I guess I did take a look at them when I cut, because they were in the first few issues of the volume 2, right? I did take a look at those on the channel, but that was a few years ago itself. I don't know if any birds are going to be in the background on this. I think I'm probably going to leave birds out. I feel like I'm giving myself too much opportunity to fuck things up as it is. I don't do great birds, so, you know. Also need a bit of wizard about how to draw like Bart Sears did. Oh, his pencils. I mean, yeah, his pencils are fucking wild. It's like, you can see why he never gets an issue done on time. It's not actually super helpful for if you want to get like, if you want to become like a regular comic artist. Bart Sears too, for that matter. They didn't exactly pick the best guys for that. Like in terms of just like if you want to learn how to draw, yes, those guys are great for that. But specifically, if you want to get into comics, not so much. Neither of those guys are. You know, like you want to get Mark Bagley in. Maybe Ron Lim. Ron Lim will teach you a thing or two about handing in 20 pages in 3 weeks. And hey, Monty, welcome back. Yeah, man. I mean, you think about like what his schedule must have been like in 1991. It seems like I don't even know how the fuck you were getting that work in. Because he was doing... That's smudging more, isn't it? Yeah, a little bit. But he was doing Silver Surfer, and he was doing Infinity Gauntlet. And Silver Surfer was bi-weekly. Yeah, you missed a smudge, man. It's been a while since a smudge. Particularly a smudge of this magnitude. That's okay. We'll sort it out. So naturally, put your fucking finger right in it, dumbass. As smudge. This is a commission. That's okay. Whiteout can go on commissions too. I have decided. So I think I'm going to stay away from the top of the page for a little while. This is all dry now-ish? Yeah. Smudge of magnitudes. Yeah, this is the last of the commissions from the campaign. I think I can still make this look pretty good. I mean, if for some reason it gets to the point where I decide there's too much fuck ups in this to say this was something somebody paid for, I've got the original pose I can work off of. This is after, like it seems like I've done a fair bit. This is after like an hour and a half, right? I can do that again, no problem. Is there more than the smudge? Well, I mean, I did just track my glove through whiteout, but no, that should be it, I think. Can't help it, okay? We got to go back up and mess with it. So, I think, letting things dry might be a good idea. This would be a good time for a smoke, I believe. So, I'm going to come back in 5 minutes or so. And I just drop the eraser. Maybe, get my head away from, just messing with this thing for a minute. Oh, all right. Maybe I should be getting my knee braces. I've got that right here. There we go. All right, back in a minute. Look, just because I'm in BC, man, that's not what that means. Okay, just a minute there. Okay. Let's get the glasses. Let's get the fucking glove again because evidently dipping my hand is going to be a problem today. Oh, and the cord. Let's do the cord too. Actually, remember myself this time. How rare is that? The Canadian. Oh shit. There we go. Way up there. Bloop. It's not a tux exactly. It's more old westy. I don't know exactly. We got to get in a jungle love after that, do we not? And $15 is like if you get a pack of smokes for $15 these days, you're doing okay up here. I can't imagine what a fucking dime bag goes for. There we go. It took me a while to get there. Oh, what happened to my knee? I'm old. It's been getting stiff lately. I used like maybe 13, 14 years ago, I fucked up the arch in my right foot, just jumping down off a box. I think I tore it or something. And I didn't go and I figured it would go away. So, because I was stupid. So I left it, I just kind of left it for like a year. And I mean, that is kind of how you fix those, is it just heals on its own. But, sometimes you got to do a little bit more. And in the meantime, I developed tendonitis in my left knee. So this feels a bit like that. And it's just been kind of popping up lately. And I stuck around for like a week. So I was like, okay, that's not going anywhere. So my partner decided to go in and get me a knee brace. I'm like, no, I don't need a knee brace. And then she got a knee brace, and it's like, oh, that actually works quite a bit. But yeah, that was like a year of like, the longer I sat, the more rusty the hinge would get, it felt like. Before I eventually went to see a doctor about it. That was pretty dumb. I'm a little better these days about that kind of thing. Although I'm pretty sure I just explained why I'm not with the knee brace thing. Okay, this thing here, we should come up with a little bit of underdrawing on this before we just start inking it. I mean, that's one of my biggest regrets is that, I'm born at a time when, rapid advancement is happening, but probably not, born late enough to get cybernetic legs or cybernetic whatever, because I'm going to need everything replaced eventually, right? Like wearing the glasses is just like, how did I miss out on cybernetic eyes? On the plus side, at least I got the 90s. So that was, my kids can't say that. I don't think they'll get cybernetic legs either. So I feel like I'm one up on them. Where is he? There he is. Just looking for my references here. Oh, there we go. There's already treatments to regrow ligaments? Really? Well, yeah, like when do I become cyborg? Are we there yet? I don't think I've seen too many people walking around like half silver. So it feels like we're still behind the times. That's it. I'm just in the echo chamber. I could have all this knowledge and just like, no, just the people you chose to hang out with. They're depriving you. Well, I know. I mean, they're not going to be there in our lifetime. I'm quite sure, right? Like, how cybernetic do we think Bezos is now? Probably at least a little, right? He's got himself like a robotic spleen or some shit. How goes the coloring with Lee? I mean, Lee's done with my stuff, so I don't really know. Every once in a while, I get a bit of an update from him about what he's doing these days. It's interesting looking stuff. Oh yeah, no, dude finished in like a couple of weeks. It's crazy. Like he was easily able to finish like a page a day. Probably more like 2 or 3 sometimes. It's pretty wild. So I made sure to get him the money for that right away. And then yeah, he had it done before the end of, when would it have been? December, I suppose. Like halfway through. No, everything has been shipped off, or not shipped off, rather. Sorry, that's the wrong word. Sent off for printing. So I'm waiting on that. That should be another couple of weeks, I think. And then I get to figure out how to start mailing shit out once I get the supplies for that. I get a preview copy. No, well, I mean, that was the issue, was that I fucked it up the first time. Thankfully, they got back to me, but it took me a while to realize that they did. But they give you a, what's it called? I don't know. Well, you know, a preview copy, whatever, sure. Online, I can't get a physical one, I don't think. A bioactive molecular and covalent polymer scaffold for cartilage repair and sheath model. All right, so we're getting there. That's good. But yeah, no, I can't get. I don't think this particular one sends out the proof. That's what it is. I used Mix'em. So I mean, you can do like a digital proof, and it looks all right now. Before it was a little iffy, and there was like for some reason it didn't match up right, and their solution is to do like a mirroring along the edges wherever it doesn't match, which is fine. There's like, you know, gutters, like if there's particularly thick gutters, helpfully. But some of my pages go full bleed or are double page spreads, and that doesn't work so well. So that was a whole bunch of time like recalculating. Thought it was in pretty good shape the first time, and I was like, nope, you have to have the pixel number down exactly. Eventually found out that the pixel ratio they need is equivalent to 4,706 by 7,203, because that equals 6.693 inches by 10.24 whatever. It's like, shit, I thought that would be a little bit easier, but I guess not. $10 years or so? I can do 10 years, I'm pretty sure. If they can get me like some replacement lungs at that point, I'll probably need those. Sounds like a pain. It is. Well, I mean, doing the math was for sure. Because like I like, okay, so like I'm like talking to the AI in Photoshop, because everything's got to have the AI now, right? And I'm like, what's 6.693 inches times 10.24 to a ratio of, you know, whatever the fuck. And it's basically like, oh, you just got to multiply 6.693 times 1,000 to get 6,693. It's like, no, it's inches, dumbass. That's not how inches work. Eventually realized like, oh, wait a minute, what's the equivalent to millimeters? That'll work actually. But like, it took me a while to get there. I'm fucking around with sizes and everything. I'm like, what do I do? Do I have to change it like a pixel at a time until it fits the frame? And so you eventually figured, no, that's we figured out the formula. Hey, Ronald. This is a commission actually for the comic that I just finished a while back on my Kickstarter called Blood Force. If you want, if in the description there's my link tree, and at the very least you can check out my Instagram. That'll give you all sorts of Blood Force stuff. But this is as part of the campaign. I offered commissions, and this is somebody else's original character. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Robots aren't generally my thing, but they're starting to become more and more my thing anyway, both through the comic and through stuff like this. I'm getting a bit more comfortable doing them, at least. Come on, stay still, please. Hey, Comic King, how you doing, buddy? There will always be issues. I mean, there's, you get up to like you're on your like third one. I think it's like, okay, I got to watch out for this and this and this. First time, it's I think, okay, whatever comes up, I will handle it. It's like, yes, you can, but it will take sometimes like days or weeks, and it will be frustrating as fuck while you can't figure it out. No, I have not done any work for any publisher. I'd be down, but I think I'd probably be too slow for any of them. Oh, thanks, man. I've been pumping out pages for a few years now, but a few is like 4, not 20 or anything. Maybe more like 5 with the stuff I did before the current thing I'm working on. Got to use a safety page template. You know what? I'm thinking like how much easier would it have been if I just done that online, the drawing part, and you just scale it from there, right? And you go, is it Max Moon? Does that look like Max Moon? Doesn't he have like a bunch of like a cable's ponytail or something? I assume we're talking about the same Max Moon. Who was that? Was that Owen Hart? No, I don't think it was Owen. No, actually, I think it was. Except for the time it was Coco Beware. Oh, Paul Diamond. Conan. Or Conan or whatever, however he said it. Who is Paul Diamond? Fuck, all right. Oh, is Max Moon supposed to be a robot? I don't think I knew that. I don't think I was watching when Max Moon was coming out. It does look a little bit like he blew a gasket, doesn't he? That's okay. That works. Everything works in context. How can we fit this into the drawing? Who am I thinking of? The Blue Blazer, I think. That would have been it. He had more of a robotic outfit, but you look at it, there's no way in hell Conan would wrestle in that. So that was Conan, eh? All right. Yeah, no, I see the picture of Max Moon, and it's it's Conan in like a loincloth, essentially, with tassels. It's like that's a robot, is it? No. The smudge will find a way into the drawing somehow. I remember not to try and make it look too futuristic-y, because this is going to have to... Smudges. Smudges find a way. Yeah. That's the later outfit. I've seen the earlier one where he's got like the full head mask and everything. Oh, he looks kind of like a Transformer, I guess, in this one. Yeah, that looks like somebody's cosplay. That looks awful. The concept thing? How's anybody gonna wrestle in that? Yeah, the one I was thinking of was where he's, it's a standard wrestler gear, like it's a singlet, but with all sorts of fucking 1989 neon shit all over it. And he's got the braids hanging out the back, the multicolored braids. I had not seen the prototype thing before. That's ridiculous. Like, you can't expect anybody to ever wrestle in that. Maybe Giant Gonzalez could do it because he didn't do much. Yes, like that I would expect, like a Vader headgear type thing during an entrance only. You know, like there have been countless guys who have done that kind of thing. But when it's like, here, put on this robot suit, now go clunk around for 18 minutes. Give me a quality match. It's like, fuck you, Vince. Shockwave, the wrestling robot at a local show. Really? I mean, the guys who do go through with it, you gotta give them props. Let me see what Shockwave, the wrestling robot, looks like. The robot wrestler. There we go. God damn. What does he do in that? In his Ultraman gear. Can he do like suplexes and shit? I want to see Shockwave, the robot wrestler, German somebody. Or like do a power bomb, like no, you know, like it doesn't affect him in any way. Full release German, exactly. Doing doing a like a moonsault, but you gotta do all the mechanical movements in there too. So you really gotta springboard those legs. So it looks like Rock'em Sock'em Robots. You're just by boing off the top rope. For breakdance. Really? So he can do like the pop and lock shit? That helps a lot. I was thinking you kind of need that to sell it. That's kind of dope. I gotta say. I mean, I could see the whole thing like growing out of that. It's like, yeah, man, I could do a robot thing. I could say I'm an android. Cool. Let's get you some prosthetics. So what? Family Matters episode where they hired a breakdancer to play Robo Urkel. Fuck. I'm not up enough on my Family Matters lore, I think. I gotta go find the wiki. my knee does a fair bit of popping anyway. And it does lock occasionally. Yes, that's true. I should make videos of that. Just me going, and trying to get up off the couch. Like, this is real popping and locking, kids. The electric boogaloo? Is that an actual thing? What is the electric boogaloo anyway? Apart from Breakin' 2. Or the title of the documentary about Canon Films, which was pretty great. I watched that whole thing. So I guess I do the electric boogaloo. There you go. It probably is in Breakin' 2. Was Vin Diesel in any of the Breakin' movies? I don't think he was, right? That's a shame. He's just like got his own little instructional thing somewhere out there. Vin Diesel, a young Vin Diesel with hair doing breakdance moves. That's classic shit. How far down? Oh man, you got to go down a ways. Like, I got to put in the B to get the breakdancing. Wait, B doesn't do it. R. Oh, there we go. Even then, it's the third one down. That's upsetting. His how to breakdance video. There we go. There we go. That's the link to the Vin Diesel how to breakdance tutorial. Is this the first time you're seeing that? Shit, yeah, man. Young, skinny Vin Diesel with hair. Busted out the moves. Street Sharks commercial. No, was he in that? Well, I mean, like, this isn't anything that got widely distributed either, right? This is just he was in a little instructional video that, probably sold a few hundred copies or something, maybe a few thousand if he was lucky. And then he got big, so naturally people found it, and now it's everywhere, right? Maybe this is how I'll end my next video, is with, 30 seconds straight of Vin Diesel doing windmills and shit. I think he's better than the Olympic dancer, isn't he? Oh, it's all in slow motion. You know what? If she was moving at that rate, that would make sense. It's funny. It took me a long time to actually get around to watching that because my cringe reflex is too high to really like tolerate too much of that. I think I watched it like this year, and it's like, oh god, it's so much worse than I thought. It probably wasn't that bad. No, it was. It was that bad. Hey man, you know Vin Diesel got some ass with that, right? Or at the very least having that voice, and then just like you bust out the moves and just like, yeah, whatever. I wasn't even paying attention. Let's go to your place. Yeah. Babyface Donnie Yen and Drunken Tai Chi. Really? He's breakdancing in that. Okay. Good shit. Is that a Jackie Chan movie? What is Drunken Tai Chi? I'm thinking Legend of Drunken Master. Oh, look at him. Back when he had to rely on like physicality and musculature as opposed to his fucking personality. And as well as, like just ridiculous knowledge. That's his first leading role. Okay, good shit. Legend of, I mean, it's tough. You put drunken anything in there, and it's about martial arts. I feel like it's gonna get compared to Legend of Drunken Master, and I don't know how you live up to that. Hey, Robo, how you doing, man? So yeah, no, we're abandoning the drunken style altogether because we don't want to have to keep being compared to Jackie Chan at his absolute best. Oh, that's an aspect I didn't really think of. Yeah, it's probably a lot easier when you're drunk, or at least a lot easier to convince you to do it. That does seem true, yes. Let's do all that. We're leaving the smudge for now, all right? Everybody's going to have to get used to the smudge. None of us can deny the smudge his right to self-actualize. There we go. Get a little bit of extreme cross-hatching in there. Just a little. How much for a commission of nothing but smudges? I'll do that for like $100. I'll finish it in half an hour. Sorry about the markup, but you know, it's an in-demand property, right? What's the profit margin on a pure smudge piece? It's kind of high, but I got to get myself into the zone is the thing. The smudge zone. I mean, I would, but I don't know that it's modern art enough, you know? Like just a bunch of smudges everywhere. That's like, you know, I feel like that's kind of like baseline abstractism. You got to come up with like innovatively stupid shit for it to be considered modern art. Le petit smudge. What is French for smudge? Tache. There we go. Which sounds a little bit like the little mustache, but duct taping someone's blood pack on a canvas. Has that not been done yet? Shocking. The back in 5 minutes thing, that's up in the corner here. I'll sell that to you for $100 too. It's like game used. Used in during the consumption of actual smokes. It's like consumption. He's like, yes. Now we find out that this is the point. We find out that Mitch has actually been eating the smokes all the time. Oh, the handwritten one. Sorry, man. Those are retired. The price on those is quite a bit higher. Mitch with that Wig Danny video war presenting the smudge. So think about the must smudge. Yes. Gotta love the video for this song, where so much of it is Ronnie James Dio wandering around church very slowly. Or a church ruin. Oh, thanks, man. I think it's coming along okay. All right, that's coming along. Yeah, not too bad. You know, I feel like I might wrap it up here, actually. Domo arigato. Absolutely. But yeah, I could like use stretching my legs and shit, and doing drawing things for a little bit. Still got all sorts of editing to do for tomorrow's video. Hand's not too bad, actually. For going for 3 hours, mostly with microns, I'm a little surprised, honestly. I guess I was using the brush pen as often as I was using the microns, but it's not too bad. All right. Do some pop and lock it. That will help it, absolutely. Let me have that. There we go. All right. Well, thanks for sticking around, guys. I appreciate it. Don't destroy your hands like Sam Keith. Yes, that is honestly always in my mind. All right. I'll see you guys on Wednesday. In the meantime, have a good rest of your weekend and the week following. Sure. All right. Peace out, guys.